Yo, how's it going, everyone? It is that time once again. We are back for the Dokkan early stream, and we do indeed have the details for LR Majin Vegeta Super EZA. Well, LR Babadi and Majin Vegeta. I guess technically it's just LR Babadi, but has the standby into Majin Vegeta, which many people displeased with on his original release, because of course people wanted the cool Majin Vegeta part of the card to be an actual card and not just a standby. But you know, it is what it is, as they say. But yeah, how's everybody doing here today? All good, I hope. Yeah, we're going to go through the details here. Dre, Stark FE, Bringer, Sensu Gang, how you guys doing? Christopher over on the Twitch side. I read the schedule wrong. I thought it was a Resident Evil stream. Yeah, Resident Evil will be later tonight. That's the late stream, so that's like 12 hours from now. We're in the great Majin Vegeta animations for this trash. The hate is warranted. It's not like we got another Majin Vegeta since then. Yeah, that's the problem. It's the fact that another, like a new Majin Vegeta, is definitely needed. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get this recorded here, so I can get it up straight away. Oh, they've posted, actually, hang on, they've posted an in-game news thing as well. Let me change over to the view quickly. Oh, I haven't even put my light on. Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Let me make sure I get the other pages that I need open as well. So we had a information on upcoming content thing as well. Normal Super Battle Road is getting a new stage. That's funny. God, we haven't had a normal Super Battle Road stage for ages. Obviously, normal Super Battle Road is kind of irrelevant at this point. So let's just get that page up there like that. What's this even doing? I was doing a link level run apparently. I had it on, it was on continue suspended game, so I'm not even sure what was happening. I'll definitely love a new Majin Vegeta. Yeah, I very much think we're going to get a Vegeta for Saiyan Day, but ideally a God Vegeta, because I feel like that is very much needed at this point. Alright, so let's get this sorted out here. Wouldn't mind seeing some more Namek Saga characters. As a new player, I've missed out on the new units. See, they haven't really done new Namek stuff for a while, and the last time it wasn't particularly great either, so... Right. Let's do this. Actually, hang on, we could put on the, I think the Dabura OSTs are on here now. I haven't actually even heard them, but... The Yakon has one as well. Let's go. Alright.
Hey guys, Marsinger here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so the details have just dropped for the LR Babadi with the Majin Vegeta standby Super EZA that should now be coming out in the next couple of days if it has been posted today. Most likely going to be Wednesday. There's no maintenance announcements. I don't know if there's a data download tomorrow. We're still expecting a big data download and a version update for the new game mode that's coming out, but obviously that would require a maintenance, so we still don't know exactly when this is going to be. But LR Babadi Super EZA should be out by the latest. It should be Wednesday if the details are being posted today. But Dokkan has been a bit all over the place with scheduling stuff lately, with things being not quite in the normal pattern, so I guess maybe it could come out tomorrow or even Thursday, but chances are probably Wednesday. But here we have the details. As always with these things, I don't pre-read these before I record the video, so I like to give you guys my genuine first thoughts and first reaction to these characters. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what this guy is doing. So, basic effects, Ki +5, attack and defense 250%. Then extreme class allies, attack and defense 30%. Buu Saga or Corroded Body and Mind allies, attack and defense 30% as well. So obviously extreme class Buu Saga or Corroded Body and Mind characters will be getting 60%, which is pretty good. Then we got before attacking, damage reduction rate 40%. So I mean, the thing is with this guy, he's probably not going to be like a slot 1 unit really at any time, but having that damage reduction before receiving an attack can obviously help you out against like AoEs and stuff. Although of course, you know, not like the big boss AoE supers really. But when attacking with 12 or more Ki, 250% attack. When receiving an attack with a 15 or more Ki, 250% defense. I mean, that's pretty good. We know that characters have the like when receiving an attack get defense boost is pretty nice, and 250% is a pretty decent amount, which I guess, to be fair, is because as a free-to-play unit he doesn't have like crazy high stats in the first place. When attacking with 18 or more Ki, you get a guaranteed additional super. When there's a super class enemy, or when there are 4 or more Buu Saga allies on the team, then he has a 70% chance to dodge, an extra 20% damage reduction temporarily when receiving a normal attack. So he has 20% damage reduction against normal attacks only, which, I mean, to be fair, I guess once he has like his post-super defense and everything, that could be relatively decent, I suppose, for just tanking normals. Then he has 10% extra dodge chance when receiving a super. So against super attacks, he would have an 80% chance to dodge. And then chance to evade enemies, attack, and damage reduction 10% within the turn after receiving an attack. So, interesting. So once he dodges an attack, his dodge goes up by that extra 10% and damage reduction of 10%. So he's got 30% damage reduction from normals. So that's kind of interesting. Like, he could be okay at tanking normals for a character that is basically designed to just be a support unit. With the right allies, because obviously he only needs to have a super class enemy, 4 Buu Saga allies. So it's annoying, like if you're doing an event with an extreme class enemy, he's only really going to be viable on a team with Buu Saga characters. But if you are doing an event that has a super class enemy, then he can be viable on a bunch of other extreme teams. And then when there's a corroded body and mind, when there's an extreme enemy, or when 4 or more corroded body and mind allies are on the team, 4 Ki and extreme class allies chance to perform a crit 10%. I mean, the craziest part about that is considerably worse than the section above. But I guess both can be in play, right? So if you're fighting like a super class enemy and there's 4 corroded body and mind characters, you get both. Or if you're fighting an extreme class enemy and there's like you have the 4 Buu Saga allies, you would get both. But yeah, a lot of the meta end game events at the moment, like once the temporary anniversary events go away, a lot of the meta hardest fights in the game are still all against extreme class characters, which is kind of pointless. And yeah, the extreme class allies chance to crit 10% isn't exactly crazy when you're trading it off for like dodge and damage reduction against normals, but I guess it is what it is. So, oh, it's because the last part's cut off. So key 4, extreme class allies chance to crit 10%. Then it's Boo Saga or corroded body and mind allies chance to crit 10% as well. Attack and defense 100% when attacking with 12 or more key. And then all allies attack and defense 15% self-excluded for 2 turns when attacking with 18 or more key. So they give him a bunch of extra support and multi-turn support against an extreme class enemy or with 4 corroded body and mind characters. So again, a really good combo is like against an extreme class enemy with Boo Saga allies, or against a super class enemy with corroded body and mind allies, he then gets all of this stuff. So on like Baby's team, for example, if you're fighting a super class enemy, you get all of this stuff, which is, I guess, kind of cool. So, yeah, I mean, nothing about this seems like really crazily impressive. I mean, the extra damage reduction against normal attacks is pretty okay, I guess. But as I say, as a free-to-play unit, it's not like he's going to have really, really high base defense. So I guess it depends. And then, yeah, let's take a look at the Vegeta standby. Let me just bring up the... I think it's just turn 4, isn't it? That because they don't show... when they post these EZA details and Super EZA details, they don't show anything that like doesn't change. So because a Super EZA doesn't change the super attacks, the leader skill, or like the condition or anything. So if we take a look at this celebration, the Babadi ones, Babadi greatly raises defense for 1 turn on his 12 key super and has a high chance to seal. So greatly raising defense on the super is pretty good, considering he does get a guaranteed additional super if you get the 18 key. He also greatly raises attack and defense on the 18 key. So he'll be getting 2 supers where he greatly raises his defense. And then with that extra damage reduction against normals and the 250 defense when getting hit, as like a floating support unit, he should tank normals relatively well. And then, yeah, the standby is just from the 4th turn from the start of battle. He can then transform into the standby Majin Vegeta. So Majin Vegeta can't attack, so obviously he doesn't have any super attack things or anything. Key 5, defense 250%. 1% chance of superclass allies attack and defense 100%. 99% chance of extreme class allies attack 60%. Well, this is incredibly random. I get that. I get that it's supposed to be like a funny thematic thing, because this is, I guess, like, because it's Vegeta being taken over by his previous like evil influence, but obviously there is still that tiny bit of good in him. But in terms of mechanics, that is very weird. Like, you're never gonna see this, the 1% chance to superclass allies getting attack and defense 100%. That's kind of wild. But yeah, 99% chance of extreme class allies attack 60%. You'll get that basically all the time, although it's going to be super disappointing if you do actually miss out on it. When there's 3 or more Boo Saga or corroded body and mind allies on the team, changes key spheres of a certain type other than int to rainbow and has 44% damage reduction. When receiving an attack with 12 or more key, 250% extra defense. Receiving an attack with 15 or more key, an extra 44% damage reduction. For every attack received, chance to crit 50% up to 100. So if he gets hit twice, then he'll guaranteed crit on the finish attack. When key is 18 or more at the end of the turn, recovers 20% HP. That's pretty good. When the finish attack is activated, attacks 600%. Because, yeah, it was like 300 before, so that's kind of doubled. So, I mean, yeah, he doesn't have guard, but the thing is, as long as you have the 3 allies and you get 15 key, he has 88% damage reduction, whilst also having the 250 defense when receiving an attack. So if he, let's say, I mean, I don't know how high, we'd have to see what his defense gets up to in game, but like, you know, if he had like, what, 500k defense start of turn, maybe as like a low ball. So hopefully it would be higher than that, I don't know. But 500k plus 250% puts him to 1.7 million. And then with 88% damage reduction, like that is quite a lot. Like if we take, for example, a 10 million damage super and minus 88%, that's 1.2. And we just said his defense would get up to like 1.7. So as long as you get the orbs and you have the allies, like he would double digit tank a 10 million damage super. So he doesn't necessarily need to have guard. But yeah, you have to get the key as well, which is, it's only 15, which it gives himself base plus 5 key, and he makes rainbow orbs as well. So hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult to get to at least 15 key. Because, yeah, like the standby will be very tanky. But then obviously you lose out on some of the support. You lose out on the multi-turn support. So that's kind of crazy. BioBrody does 24 millions. Is it 24? I didn't think it was that much. But yeah, interesting. And obviously they don't list the standby like effects, which I'm not sure. I'm looking at the actual card in the game for my thing, and I can't remember where they actually show. Yeah, so if you get 29 or less charges, because it charges by picking up key spheres, if you get 29 or less, raise attack 15% temporarily per charge and does ultimate damage. If you get 30 or more, it's raise attack by 15% temporarily and does super ultimate damage. And obviously it gets the plus 600% attack. Yeah, so, I mean, it seems okay, but definitely doesn't seem particularly great. I mean, it's a free-to-play... I mean, you got to remember the DNA of this unit is it's like he's a free-to-play support unit. So he'll be okay on things like Baby's team, Dabura's team that just came out, Omega's team if you're running like Rose and stuff, so you have the Corroded Body and Mind allies, but you need to have another three. So that means you kind of are massively nerfing Omega's team by running multiple other Corroded Body and Mind characters instead of the other characters you would normally run on Omega's team. Because I mean, who would you be running? Like if you had access to every character on Omega's team, you could be running STR Rose and Zamasu, STR Baby, and then you still got to run another Corroded Body and Mind character to then be able to run this guy to have his full passive. So outside of like a Dabura team or a STR Dokkan Fest Baby team, I don't really see this guy having a crazy amount of use, unfortunately. Unless we do get like a new Majin Vegeta or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, it just kind of depends. Like this guy, he'll be okay against certain bosses. And remember, we did say like that 500k defense thing is like an estimate. I have no idea how much he's actually going to do. Do Gohan and Piccolo do 19.5 or is it like, was it 12? I don't know, maybe that is. But if they do 19.5 million damage, 88% damage reduction brings that down to 2.3. So yeah, he would need to have, what does he get? 250%. So you'd have to have like, what, 800k defense start of turn, and then he would tank that. Although I guess if they're physical, it would do even more. But if somehow this guy has like 1 million defense start of turn, then as long as you get the key and have the allies, he would be tanking most super attacks in the game. But yeah, it's going to be unlikely, I think, unfortunately. But there you go. So those are the details. I don't think they're particularly great. There's only a couple of teams they'll really have any value on, which is a shame. But let me know what you guys think. There is a little bit of a mini news update as well. Information on upcoming content. So we have the new stages for the Union Master event, stage 13 and 14. Because remember, the way this event works is that the stages are for a specific category. And then the first stage, which will be stage 13, will be the easy version where you only have to run 3 characters from that category and the stage isn't particularly hard. And then the next stage, you have to run 5 characters from that category and the bosses are, it's the same enemies, but the bosses are tougher, have more HP, have extra abilities. But overall, usually not too bad. I guess it depends on the category. But yeah, usually not too bad of an event. Then we're finally getting another stage of normal Super Battle Road, stage 90. Which can only be attempted by Saiyan Saga characters. So that completes another support memory, right? Because that's what we were getting from the basic Super Battle Roads. Yeah, it's the Grandpa Gohan and Kid Goku one that is like Otherworld Warriors or Time Limit characters, permanent buff. So not exactly the craziest thing, but stage 90, which will be Saiyan Saga. I mean, this will probably be super easy because with rotations like Great Ape Vegeta tanking in slot 1 and then Nappa and Vegeta in slot 2 doing an AoE, I can't imagine that this will be super difficult. And then obviously the stage to get the super easy A medals for Dabura. So yeah, with this stuff appearing in the news today, that means this should all be coming out either tomorrow morning or Wednesday morning, depending on when data download is. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the Dabura Majin Vegeta Super Easy A? Looking forward to another normal Super Battle Road stage. Should be quite easy. Obviously, ESBR are the ones that we look forward to the most because they have the shop updates with the actual useful things like the stamina upgrades and stuff. I think we are getting that when the next one comes out, so that's something to definitely look forward to. But let me know what you guys think of Majin, Vegeta and Babadi's Super EZA in the comments section. Yeah, they don't seem all that crazy, but if you've got Dabura or Baby, then could be pretty good. But let me know what you guys think. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one. Right. Okay, right. This Dabura OST is terrible. It's so boring. It's like so repetitive. This is the active skill one. This is better. Okay, yeah, this is pretty funky. This sounds like a hailstorm. Like, what should we call this video? Date and times when they drop already in game. Are they already in the news thing? Yeah, it's Tuesday, 8 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Okay, so it is all tomorrow. Yeah, they should have made it. They should do this all the time, right? They should do extreme class and not category specific, because it just massively limits the number of teams that this guy's useful on by a crazy amount. Like, I would say honestly, they're not that great solely because of the limitation. Like, if they were on more teams, that would be helpful, but that wouldn't make them like suddenly super good. So yeah, that's kind of disappointing. Right, so let's do the... No, it's not growth, is it? The last time we can do the Goku Vegeta family skill orbs stage.
Alright, let's do this.
Do I get that wallpaper? It's from doing the one of the anniversary events. I can't even remember which one it is now. But yes, that is unfortunately usually the kind of strategy for the game, is that they release a character. His banner unit is obviously supposed to be helpful for supporting him and his team, but then they release EZAs or other things like slightly later in the celebration that then helps out that character. But yo, Anto, how's it going? I'll get the second channel thing linked here in a sec. I need to sort out the thumbnail for this video. I actually cannot believe that 1% chance. Well, that is so stupid. I mean, I get it's supposed to be like a funny, like, oh, you know, you won't really hardly ever get this, but it'd be kind of funny if you do. But at that point, it's like, what's the point of even having it? So let's give him a purple outline. Passive skill 1% reasoning or something. Oh yeah, I'm just throwing this up quickly. I mean, for the most part, I've gone for the Vegeta family one a couple of times, but like, it seems like it's really only worth getting the Goku family support, the thingies, skill orbs, because not only are there not that many great Vegeta family characters, most of the good Vegeta family characters currently are the reversible exchange characters with Goku, so they're also on Goku family anyway. But yeah, I do like that. This OST is very piratical. Like I said, it sounds like an Ailstorm song. Right, there's nothing else that they posted, right? It's just that, and then the news thing. Yeah. So you can close that. Close that. Can't wait for the Dokkan World video. He glazes him and gets that 1% chance. I mean, that's the thing as well. Because you don't even really want to run him with superclass allies. So chances are, even if you did hit that 1% thing, you'd probably never even notice it. Okay. Yo, Dr. Jaden, how's it going? So I don't need the thumbnail thing open anymore. There we go. Right. Let's get the rest of our dailies done here. Yeah, so one of those things where I know, like, this celebration we talked about on the podcast last night, but this is one of those smaller, like, filler celebrations, really, you know, because it's right before Saiyan Day. But, like, yeah, already it's a little bit disappointing. I mean, Dabura is a filler character type Dokkan Fest, but he's not like a bad choice for a filler Dokkan Fest. But he doesn't really seem to have gotten the kind of attention that his team, I guess, could have wanted. Because the Yakon is a pretty good banner unit. This Super EZA is like, at best, I can feel like this Super EZA is like okay. Yeah, to be honest, that's what it should be. Like, if it's going to be a 1% chance, then yeah, it should be like 500% attack and defense or something, not 100% attack and defense, which isn't even really that outlandish for like a support character to be giving that kind of defensive support. Like, Like, it's really not that crazy, but I mean, the 1% chance for superclass allies is basically going to be impossible to get. So it's like running him with superclass allies is basically pointless for the most part. Like, but that's the other problem, though, is if you make the 1% chance bonus really, really good, then people will run him with those superclass characters in hopes that they can get it and then get annoyed when they never get it, even though it's 1%. Post the actual video link here. Majin Vegeta's the new devil man. Except that's the thing, like, especially back in the day, if Devilman actually got his thing to go off, then you would just win the event. Whereas now, if Majin Vegeta gets his thing to go off, you just get a little bit of support that really isn't, like, game-changing or anything anyway. See people upset over the tier list yet again. I saw, like, there was the first few comments, because I posted it like fairly late yesterday. I saw some alright comments, and obviously some people that didn't like it, but that's fine. None that were particularly bad. Yeah, definitely a questionable Super EZA. No, Jade Rex, how's it going? Would it still be a Saiyan unit if it's Babadi tag Majin Vegeta? Probably not. I mean, technically it would be. Like, technically the unit would still be on Pure Saiyans, but I don't think they would do something like that for Saiyan Day. Like, even though the unit would be on Pure Saiyans, I don't think they would do a Saiyan and a non-Saiyan tag unit for Saiyan Day, personally.
Alright, let's do this.
I should get the blind zombie to kill Chunk. Nice. I ended up just killing him on the normal difficulty in my first playthrough. I used 2 of those injector things and that still didn't kill him. And then I think it was like one or 2 Requiem shots, then finished him off. But because I'd obviously used all the lockpicks and gotten all the rare metal. But yeah, we'll be finishing the Insanity playthrough tonight. So what if they drop LR Kid Buu next? Well, the next celebration is Saiyan Day, so chances are very, very slim that we would get a Kid Buu. Also, I wonder why does it go for like the Zenny path when it's on auto and not just go straight forward and get the Awakening medals? But yeah, I'm going to start. I started from last week with the edition when this has obviously come back. I'm saving all of my dragon ores until we get to the GDC now. Well, people think Super Buu is going to EZA because he got his battle motion updated, apparently. So people are taking that to mean that he's potentially going to EZA. I think Super Saiyan 3 Goku, like Dragon Fist Super Saiyan 3 Goku tag with Tapion. I'm sure Bringer would like that. But yeah, I would like that. Tapion that reverse exchanges into Super Saiyan 3 Goku that can then just do the Dragon Fist. That would be awesome. Why would Super Saiyan 3 Goku tag with Kid Buu? I mean, why would Golden Frieza tag with Gogeta? I really like the idea of them doing characters that fought each other as tag units. I think that would be cool. So we've got a couple of units on the link level team. Only need one link to go. I stole the idea from One Piece Treasure Cruise. Aren't they? Don't they? Isn't it the same people that make the game though? So I guess it's one of those like, can you steal your own idea? Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku tag unit for Saiyan Day. That would actually be very cool. And then imagine that like Goku has an active skill attack where he goes Super Saiyan 3. And then Majin Vegeta has like the final explosion or something. That'd be cool. Could you imagine, like, I don't know if they would ever do a mechanic like this in the future, right? But reversible exchange, obviously you can change between the characters, like, whenever you want. But then have Majin Vegeta have the final explosion as an active skill that's, like, really, really powerful. But then it exchanges you back into Goku and you can't exchange back into Vegeta anymore. I think that would be quite interesting. Alright, Majin Vegeta tag Trunks and Goten. Yeah, that could be interesting because yeah, we do need a. If Majin Vegeta is going to get his EZA, we either need another new meta relevant Trunks, or they need to just change his passive. So instead of needing a Trunks, it's just like Vegeta family or something. That would be the ultimate thing for updating his EZA. Just change the Kid Trunk or the Trunks related stuff to a Vegeta family ally. Final explosion standby. Yeah, kind of like a Majin Vegeta that does the final explosion into a Super Saiyan 3 Goku. In fact, you know what they could do? I guess it wouldn't be a reversible exchange. It'd be like the future Gohan and Trunks. But have a Majin Vegeta who has a revival that when you get the revive, it's kind of like the GT Duo thing, where when you get the revive, he does the final explosion and does a bunch of damage, and then, yeah, you revive into Goku. That would be pretty cool. I think reversible exchange units are better, because technically that unit would be on just all the Vegeta categories, like Future Gohan is just on all the Gohan categories. But that would be fine, because we just got like a new Vegeta family lead. Majin Vegeta counts as Super Saiyan 2, so he would be on Power Beyond Super Saiyan, so he'd be on the Super Saiyan 4's team. Like, that would be pretty cool. LR Tech Corrupt got Zamasu also got a battle motion. They might EZA both the 2023 worldwide units. Well, they haven't EZA'd the Cooler and Birdcoo yet, so I don't imagine that they'll do the Future Saga worldwide ones before them. They might, but yeah, I don't see them doing that personally, but they kind of haven't gone out of order with, so we haven't got like the physical God Goku EZA yet, because they haven't done the Majin Vegeta one first. A lot of these big celebration units, they don't like skip the order for their EZAs. Normal characters they do a lot. Just give us the physical Frieza EZA. I know, right? Who said they cooked with the Super EZA? Hopefully he's being sarcastic. Oh god, yeah, they reset this thing so you have to do all of your teams again. Man. Why? I hate it when they do this. Let's remove them all. Alright, well I guess let's start from the beginning. So, Super AGL. What was I using as Super AGL? I think I was using like a Pure Saiyans team. So it's like this guy and this guy as the lead because they have Super AGL. And then we've got Fusion. This guy. Bardock. Kai Goku, I guess. Only needs, it's like 7 characters, isn't it, per team? So... you as well, I guess. Super Tech. God, what was I using for Super Tech? Earth Protecting Heroes, Fused Fighters, or Pure Saiyans. I mean, you could make a good Boo Saga team out of that, I guess. I can't believe you have to reset this all again. That's the only annoying thing about the... after they've done one of the special battlefields. And then it's like, now I have to reset everything. The Earth Bred Fighters is his... as Earth Protecting Heroes. All Pure Saiyans. They're on Earth Protecting Heroes. I don't know if Goten would be. He doesn't really do... yeah, he's not protecting Earth until he's like... Gotenks, I guess. Yeah, this is definitely not the... what was the super tech team I was using? Oh, it was Movie Heroes. Ah, well, whatever. Is this Gohan on Earth protecting heroes? No? Okay. You play the Super EZA in Babadi OST by any chance? What year was it that he came out? Because I can put on the playlist. I just have to find it on Theo's thing. So yeah, Tech Movie Heroes. So we've got you, and then them as the other lead. Capion for the support, that's 4, 5. Six, 7. Super Int is Wonderful Master and Disciple team. Oh, we've still got Movie Heroes selected as well. (2023). See, playlists 2023. Which one? This is the first one. This is the finished skill 1. I mean, it's going to play all of them in a row anyway if I just leave the playlist on, so... I mean, those guys might as well be on the team, even though they're not the craziest. One more. You only support Movie Heroes. Movie Heroes or Movie Boss's ally. So yeah, no point using this guy. Oh wait, yeah, that Trunks is quite good, isn't he? Yeah, Movie Heroes or he supports Hybrid Saiyans. We've got a few Hybrid Saiyans on the team. Super STR. What was the Super STR team I was using? I could probably just use like a Goku family team, or, well... Yeah, because you lead Goku family, then Super Saiyan 4 Super EZA Goku is just a Super STR leader. Well, there's got to be a better... Because unfortunately this guy's leader skill is not good, unless I just used... Well, in fact, he doesn't even pair up leads with Daima Goku, so... Daima, Battle of Fate, or Goku family. So, who do I need? I need someone to be the secondary leader that has Just like an STR leader skill, really, but... Oh yeah, you. It's 130. Whatever. Goku. This guy. GT Duo. I need to get up to 28, isn't it? Yeah. So then... Super Physical. This one I just do Goku Family, because... It's run full categories these days. I just don't like mixing and matching, because there's so many units that are on multiple categories. I don't like mixing and matching them, and then when I go to do one of the teams, like accidentally picking the wrong thing. Because if I use a character like earlier on in the wrong team by accident, and then I get to the end and I've got a character that can't go on one of the other teams that I've made. But yeah, I mean, this version of the team is pretty strong. Let's just put you on there. Alright, so the only one that's really like, the one that's like super outdated at this point is Extreme AGL. I write the teams down. Yeah, that's probably not a terrible idea, to be fair. But yeah, Extreme AGL still doesn't really have a leader that's like really good for making a varied team. I think I still just end up using like Zamasu and Rildo. So it's a much lower leader skill, but then you can put like any characters on there. So we need to get up to its 35, so like 42. Oh, AGL Rosé for the support is probably a good one. Right, then Extreme Tech. Oh yes, Worldwide Chaos, because it's you and the androids. There's Worldwide Chaos. I usually just run the cells. And you guys. It takes it to 49. Then Extreme Int. As movie bosses, if I remember rightly. This is very annoying, but once we've done this once, it goes, we can do it again, but... LR UI Goku 69%, Dynamacy percent 455%, which one would you choose to pity? I mean, I guess it's good to have a dupe in a character that you've only got a 55%, but then there's also the fact that like the UI Goku is probably the best unit in the game, so having an extra dupe in him is pretty good. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, I guess. And then Extreme STR. I'm pretty sure for Extreme STR I use Terrifying Conquerors. Because then you have Cooler and Cooler as the leaders. You have Slug on there. It's 3, 4, 5. A freezer on there, I guess. And then finally, Extreme Physical is Wicked Bloodline. Which I guess most of them are on Terrifying Conquerors anyway, but... because then we have you and you as the leaders. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, wait, I had Martian. It was Martian Power was the... You, and you. 7. Right, so that's all of them, right? Because that's... well, I've actually put on 71, so I've put on an extra character somewhere, because I should have 10 teams of 7. So I put an extra one on there somewhere. And then usually what I do to try and, like, balance it out in case we lose a fight along the way, we put in a heroes team. So we've got you and you as the leaders. Trunks, Pan, Vegeta. Just try and do the all super class ones, ideally. Yeah, these guys, because most of the enemies can have status effects. 4, 5, 6. Right. That should hopefully be enough. So let's see. That's the thing, I always use the extreme teams first as well, so it doesn't matter if they're not as good. Oh, I put that guy in by accident, that's why. He shouldn't be there. But yeah, I always use the extreme teams first, so they're not as crazy, but the fights aren't as crazy, so it doesn't matter. Someone made a mod where instead of riding a motorcycle, you and Gideon are riding tricycles. Someone made a difficulty mod called Beyond Insanity. God. That's one of the reasons why I got it on PC, because I knew that there would be mods and stuff coming. And have a good gold skill orb for UI Goku. Yeah. Yeah, if you've got one of those like gold orbs from the Whis event. That's why I really wanted to get a second dupe for UI Goku. So on like the last day that the 3+1 rotation was up, I did another 3+1 rotation. And actually managed to get him. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying you don't have to worry about like the early fights really, because you just kind of one-shot the bosses for the most part anyway. Gotta go, heading to Cornwall. Oh, damn, nice. Have a good one. Have a good time. Extreme AGL. That's it, then it's just these guys, and then a bunch of Extreme AGL characters. Chaff City, so many people have experienced it. Its anniversary, it almost feels like they've nerfed the rates. I mean, that's the thing, is that just always happens with every big celebration, is the people that get unlucky are like the most vocal about it. But obviously, because we have a lot of people, we have people that data mine the game and stuff, so all of that stuff is visible on the server side. So if they actually did nerf the rates for a celebration or something, we would know about it. So we know that they haven't. It's just one of those. The people that are the most unlucky are always the ones that are posting about it and stuff. So then when you say, when it kind of, it gives that impression of like, oh, it seems like loads of people got really unlucky in this celebration. But it's just because all the people that got really unlucky are the ones that are posting about it all the time. Overall, I got very good. Like, I pulled every single new unit in less than 500 stones on each of their banners. Which is to say, I summoned on 3 of the banners and got... actually, no, for Goku it was 1 extra rotation, wasn't it? So for Vegeta it was like 450, and then for Goku it was 600. Then for the Super Saiyan 4s, I got them in 500, and then just pitied UI Goku. So... I had very good luck overall. You don't actually lead movie bosses, do you? You do, though. Yeah, I'd made it before so that the characters were all the movie bosses and planetary destruction. But yeah, that is actually, isn't the rates are visible in the actual menu as well, aren't they? Like on the summon screen, you can click on the little scouter thing, and it like tells you the rates. And then it is literally super false advertising and super illegal for if the dupe said, like, if the rates said a certain amount on the summon banner, but they were actually lower. There's according dudes, but I got 4K and always find myself hardly using them. Is it worth getting dupes for Mini Super Saiyan 4? Mini Super Saiyan 4 is very good. I mean, that's the thing. If you've got that many coins, getting dupes for a character that you know you're going to use a decent amount, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Because that's the thing, I've said this before, right? I think it's better to use coins to get a dupe for a character that you know you're going to get a lot of use out of than get a first copy of a character that you're probably never going to use. Like for me, for example, I still don't have my own copy of Tao. I wouldn't buy him with coins because I know I'm never going to use him. And eventually I'll get him on some other banner or ticket or something. But yeah, I'm not going to buy him with coins just because I don't have him, because I know I'm not going to use him. It's like I really want to use my red coins to get a second copy of the blue Goku, just to give him even more dodge so that he doesn't sell me out on as many runs. Alright, so level 3. So now we're on to the super class teams. But yeah, I think it's definitely better. Like, some people don't like to get dupes with coins, but if you're going to use a unit a lot, having a dupe in them, especially for characters like that blue Goku that wants to dodge everything and can lose you runs if he doesn't dodge, getting a dupe and being able to give him extra dodge is pretty good. Yeah, exactly. The fact that he can still tank normals very well makes it so that he still is quite useful. Yeah, he's still a very, very solid unit. Still very high on the tier list for me. Still like number 2. Yeah, see, the Carnival Goku EZA just absolutely destroying this this Whis. I mean, Battlefield obviously isn't like super hard. It's just a nice, easy way to get 3 stones. I'm surprised we didn't do it in one turn, though, to be fair. But now we've got Super Saiyan 4 Goku with Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So, GG, Whis. Didn't get the EX, because of course we didn't. But because that's the thing a lot of people forget about that blue Goku, is that he does have 70% damage reduction as well. So if he doesn't dodge a normal, he can still be okay a lot of the time. Yeah, but yeah, it's obviously when he doesn't dodge a super that it's kind of GG. What's your leader skill? It's 30% as well. Though actually, yeah, because if any of them are Goku family, which some of them are, they'll get a bigger buff from him anyway. Any characters in particular you want to see for Saiyan Day? The number 1 pick is God Vegeta, because it buffs the Realm of Gods team, which still needs it. We need a good God Vegeta in the game because we don't have one. So yeah, my number 1 pick is God Vegeta, but... Hey, Tala, how's it going? I didn't get done with Vegeta, was close, had 468 pity coins this celebration. 20 EX part, would have gotten it. Transfer something to get Omega. Should I get a dupe of Super Saiyan 3? Wait, who? Super Saiyan 34 Goku. That's we're thinking way ahead. Oh, damn. Baby just obliterated Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Great. I didn't expect him to be that bad. Alright, well, that changes up our strategy. Now I have to use the Heroes team. already. Yeah, Tala, how's it going? Are you happy with the Babadi Super EZA? Not really, no. I think it seems awful. Maybe not awful, but mid. Yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is an old unit, but I didn't think he would get demolished that badly. Obviously, he did have the chance to counter the Super, which he failed, which would have been quite helpful had he not done that. Mid, as all things should be. Wait, which team did I not have to use? Apparently I've still got 30 characters remaining. Oh yeah, I didn't have to use my super int team at all. It's not the best rotation, but... At least Goku, Kid Goku gives the extra defense and damage reduction, so hopefully that'll be fine. I was going to say, if they super in slot 1, that could be a bit awkward, but I think Gohan would be fine anyway. Yeah, 92k, that's fine. I mean, in this economy, that is basically nothing. I think Deborah should have given proper support and guard after his 6th turn. Yeah, I'm still not like super up on Deborah because I didn't really summon for him, so obviously I didn't pull him. He seems decent, but definitely not like a must-have or anything. I hate daylight savings. Majin Vegeta are going to get a mega mid EZA, and then we get a new LR Majin Vegeta to replace him, who's also mid but has better animations. Oh god. When will it end? Stop the... Will someone please stop the midness? Okay, well, I mean, this is a good... I can't wait for Physical God Goku's EZA, man. He's going to be so good. But we're probably going to have to wait until like the Dragon Ball Super Beerus stuff comes out. But then just imagine him with his EZA on like the Realm of Gods team. Alright, Goku, you're supposed to dodge. Don't tell me I'm going to lose again. He's decent, but yeah, 7 million defense isn't good enough when bosses drop 7 to 20 damage supers. Yeah, because well, he's got a lot of dodge. He stacks defense quite quickly, but yeah, he has a lot of dodge, doesn't he, as well? I don't like the fact that they can dodge. That seems a bit cheeky. Hey, we can transform this guy. Obviously, UI Goku has a 100% chance to dodge on the first turn as well. Face battle over in a flash. Face battle legendary power one. So yeah, we don't need to worry about UI Goku getting hit, which is good. And then he got the EX Super anyway, so we doubly don't have to worry about him getting hit. (2026), the year of mid. God Goku ECA mid. We get enough of God Goku and Beerus are also mid. Have better animations. This is going to be the cycle. They're going to keep bringing out units, that new versions of units that surpass the other ones in animations in every way, but then they're just not very good. Oh, there we go. Just a little haul of loot there, putting me up to 468. Dokkan, remember, Saiyan Day is in like 9 days, so I should be up to 500 stones. Well, with the content that's coming out like tomorrow and stuff as well, should easily be up to 500 stones. Hopefully we can get the Saiyan Day character in 500 stones. And hopefully it's God Vegeta. But people are getting so mad about that whole no support, like the support items being items, or support memories being items thing. 26 stones, time for 5 singles. Hell yeah, get that single. I mean, Mega Nice will probably do that. Mega Nice will single summon the Saiyan Day character off of like 5 singles. Right, he's our last boost.
All right, let's do this.
I have just under 100 stones. Now I haven't considered half the second part of the anniversary. I think I'm trying to do the part 3 stuff because I've been busy and lost interest in this anniversary. I mean, that is fair, to be honest. I capped all my coins thinking we're getting this tomorrow. Yeah, because that's the thing. We're getting a bunch of new content tomorrow. So potentially might have been able to get some stones tomorrow for... It wouldn't be enough, though, to be fair. With I can't remember how many coins you said you had, but you still need to do another, like, 3 or 4 multis, right? So tomorrow's content is definitely not going to be 150 stones. I haven't tried Jira, and I know I could crush him, but I can't bring myself to boot up the app. Well, I mean, you say that, but it's quite hard, so... Those anniversary banners, they're gone in a day or so. Better drain all your stones now when they're gone for good. I was tempted to do a random 50 stone multi for to see if I could get a dupe for Daima Goku, but I want to have the 500 stones for Saiyan Day banner, and I also don't want to jinx my luck. Hey Preston, how's it going? Raudo, how's it going? They really give Majin Vegeta 1% chance for superclass support. Yep, they certainly did. What was the team we were trying to do the no items run with? It was... Yeah, it was this one.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, it should have been. If it's going to be a 1% chance, I think 1,000's maybe too high, but if it's going to be a 1% chance, it should have been like 500% support or something, because you're never going to see it. And the funny thing is, you actually have no idea if it actually activates or not. Because if you look at the character's stats, because it's only support, so it's not like multiplicative or anything, if you get it, chances are when you look at the character, like the team menu, you're not even going to necessarily be able to tell, because it's not going to make a massive difference. Yeah, the fact that he has the minus key thing is super annoying as well. Do, 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 do. I do this just so I can make sure Daima Goku gets a bunch of ki on the next turn. But yeah, that's the thing. You're not really going to run superclass characters with him anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Also, him supering before he AoEs is really annoying because then he does a load of extra damage. Yeah, Vegeta got that gambler's attitude. Let's go. Yeah, shout out to everyone that's here for the stream. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Yeah, I need to try and figure out, because my private server thing is not working. And I need to try and figure it out, because I can't do like a Dabura showcase or anything if it's not working. Also, this seems to be getting the black bar at the top, which is not. Okay. It's also time gated, you can't just exchange into him whenever you want. Yeah, it's like from turn 4 onwards. Which, I mean, if he's on turn 2 or 3, it means literally on the second appearance you can then use it. But yeah, if you don't have Dabura and you don't have, like, Baby, who I do not have either of, like... Yeah, I need like both the Daima Gokus to get the EX super here, and then maybe I'll be alright. So he got multiple attack lowered by Pan last turn. I think we'll get LR Super Boot easier as well. I don't necessarily think so now, but I hope so. Is he on Int Fat Boo's team? I don't know if he's on the full leader skill, but he probably is. He's on Omega's team, but not the full leader skill. And Omega's team will obviously have a bunch of extreme characters on it, but... yeah, you're probably going to have to run him on the Fat Boo team just so you can have the Majin Buu Saga allies. But yeah, getting the EX Super is massive for the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because realistically you need to beat this first phase of Jiren as quickly as you can, because otherwise you don't... all your units start getting massively debuffed, and then it's just going to take you forever to kill him. Double check Dokkan info. Oh yeah, he's not going to be on there yet because he's not doesn't have the Super EZA yet. Well, there hasn't been a data download. So cards, int, Babadi, 200% leads. No, because he's not on Worldwide Chaos or Resurrected Warriors, I believe. Actually, no, is he on Resurrected Warriors? He might be. Yes. Okay, so he's on Int Fat Boo's full lead, which is obviously only 200%, but that's obviously better than nothing. Because yeah, so he's not. So basically, you want to use like Int Fat Boo, and then like a Dabura friend, I guess. Blue Saga, Worldwide Chaos Resurrected Warriors. It's funny because Boo is not. Neither Boo nor Dabura are on each other's full leader skill either. So yeah, really the teams that you just want to be running, that Dabura and Majin Vegeta, all they really want to be run on is Dabura's team and, did I say Dabura? Babadi and Majin Vegeta. The only two teams really that I think they'll be really good on is Dabura's team and STR Dokkan Fest Baby. Like, other than that, I don't see where you would really use them. Like, they're on Int Fat Boo's leader skill, but who's using double Int Fat Boo leads in events now? Like, Int Fat Boo can still be funny for some events because of the revive and then the Ghost Usher, but you're not running, like, double leads of him. Like... Like Int Majin Vegeta lead. Well, I mean, if he gets an EZA, then maybe, but obviously for now, you're not going to be running Int Majin Vegeta in any events. I did not expect them to get supered. Yeah, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks leads Boo Saga, but... There you go, run double Gotenks and just pray for the 1% support boost from Majin Vegeta. He's so strong, double 5 mil supers a turn with 450k defense guard and some damage reduction. I mean, in Majin Vegeta's EZA could definitely be really, really good. But pick the banners for me to do my singles on. Don't do any singles and save until, like, do the content tomorrow and then do a multi on the same day banner when it comes out. I don't know if Majin Vegeta, I mean, I guess it's only going to be a normal because it's the AoE, but double Botamageta versus Jiren would actually be impossible. Because he debuffs your characters, and because the strategy of that fight is to just stall and take forever, like, you just would never win in time before your characters get debuffed completely down to 0 and then aren't doing any damage. I'm going to lose here because of the orbs. That's crazy. Like, no one can get decent super attacks, so I'm just going to lose now. Unless he doesn't super in slot 1, maybe. And he's super in slot 1. How upset are you going to be when it's a new base Broly for Saiyan Day and we get Paragus free to play EZA? I mean, if it's a new base Broly and he's really good, then I'm happy. I'd be happy with that. Yeah, I played through the Ultimate Clash. I think I'd literally just finished it not long before you got here, Raldo. It's just the same as the old one, but the enemies' typings are different. Yeah, no, that fight would literally take longer than Festival. I mean, this is a pretty crazy first turn, to be honest. So we can't get the EX Super for Goku, but... Well, we can't get 24 Ki. We could get the EX Super for him, but... That big damage on Pan though, jeez. Alright, well, we get the EX for these guys. No Broly's, please. I want to start saving for GDC. Yeah, because that's the thing. A lot of people would summon if it was a Broly. But yeah, Pan attack lowering is like very, very valuable in this fight. Both the Goku's got the EX as well, which means the characters on the next rotation are gonna hit pretty hard. The only issue is that we're on quite low health. I think we have to do that. Man, to bed, it's 5 AM for me, so good night. Hey, no worries, Goku King. Appreciate you coming by. Where's your double Pan? The only problem is that Pan is a liability when you get to the second phase. So running double Pan feels a little bit dangerous. Because once you get to the second phase, you need to have Pan in slot 3 and just hope she dodges. But yeah, we did very little damage overall on the first turn, which is a bit awkward. The hero's theme for good luck. Man, like 2 turns and we haven't even done a full bar of his HP. That's crazy. Would you be upset if we get a fight that's twice as hard as this Jiren fight for the global campaign? I mean, I guess it depends how good the new units are, but I mean, the thing is, this fight is only hard because he disables dodge. It's sort of it's the combination of all the things that he does, right? Like, because he builds up over time, he also debuffs you, and he disables dodge, and he does an AoE. Like, if he didn't have an AoE, the fight would be considerably harder, easier, or if he didn't disable dodge, it would be considerably easier. There's, like, a bunch of different things that, like, all they'd have to do is change one of those things, and the fight becomes significantly easier. But, obviously, it's a case of, like, would they do that? My health is so low. Let's say the new fighters do all of that, but the numbers are doubled, and the units are the same power level as the units we have now. I mean, I would think if that was the case, if the units were the same power level we have now, and the new boss was this Jiren, but all of the numbers doubled, then I would imagine it would be almost impossible. So, yeah, I probably would not like that. But yeah, more attack lowering. We get the EX super with Goku, which is good. Do a nice, decent chunk of damage. Because that's the thing, all of your units getting debuffed as well means that every turn that goes by, the harder it is to actually kill this guy. You get 100 stones for completing it, though. I mean, you could get 1,000 stones for completing it. It would still be almost impossible. That's the thing. I genuinely don't know if it was all of these same factors that Jiren has, with like the dodge disabling and all of that kind of stuff. If it was all of those things, but also all of the numbers were doubled, I genuinely don't know if it would be possible. Like, I struggled to beat it the first time with items. So... so how do I want to do this? Maybe I could do this now. I got one turn of stacking in, so maybe that is enough. Sorry. Could I get another duper Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta or Super Saiyan 3 to 4 Goku, or save my carnival coins when Dino Vegeta comes back? I would say potentially just save. Yeah, we still took 200k. That's the thing, is ideally you want to stack more than one turn before you just use the standby with them, because getting 7 orbs means they have 77% damage reduction, but that's, you know, still, for bosses that hit incredibly hard, 77% damage reduction isn't that much. So... It folds. Hey, shout out to Zombie Slayer for the £2 super chat. Amatsu and Martian Vegeta with the new budget animations. Yes, dude, a new Martian Vegeta would be so good. I would like a God Vegeta, I think more so, but a new Martian Vegeta, like, done well, would be super, super good. I'd be very happy with that, to be honest. But who knows? Yeah, I don't want a Dragon Fist yet. Maybe I should do this now, though. Because I don't really need to kill him, but... Yeah, if the attacks fall in the right place as well, Pan can often action break the super, which obviously is a huge benefit for the turn as well. I feel like outside of events where he gets a little bit of time to stack, the Super Saiyan 3 to Super Saiyan 4 Goku isn't as great anymore. So I probably wouldn't like get a dupe for him. Now, if Daima Goku can get the EX super here, then we might kill him this turn, but... And of course he didn't. So... Nice. Alright. Daima Goku coming in clutch. You love to see it. Except now I've got no health. Yes, I don't know if 7 orbs is enough. But now I can do this, right? Do some damage. And then UI Goku gets the extra buff and has guaranteed dodge on this turn, because now it's UI Goku's first turn. So I can still only get 7 orbs. Like, I don't know if... I genuinely don't know if they'd actually survive with just 7 orbs. I need the HP, really, and he's not getting attacked, so... I just need him to... I need him to super attack UI Goku, because UI Goku has guaranteed dodge on this turn. So he needs to super UI Goku, so that UI Goku just dodges it. That's the thing, I can't float them off, otherwise I can't use the Spirit Bomb, because they've only got 3 turns of their standby left, and they'll be gone for 3 turns. Ah, he didn't super UI Goku. Are you for real? Bro, I can't believe he didn't super in... He always supers in slot 1. Doesn't he? He always supers in slot 2. What? I'm gonna look at the thing again. Oh man. I could have sworn the last couple of times we'd done it, he just super attacked in slot 1, but I mean, I could be wrong. He has what he can super in slot 1, but he has a scripted one for slot 2. Right, I see. I mean, I put a typo in the title of the Majin Vegeta video. Why did no one tell me? I mean, people did in the comments. Did festival for the first time yesterday, got up to Super Saiyan Goku and got one-shotted. Yeah, it's quite tough. One thing that's worth looking at, I don't know if you have like a thing, if you're going to have like a separate tab up open on your phone or something like that, but there's a list. Let me find it. Yeah, so there's a list here of like all the bosses, and it tells you like how much damage they do and stuff. So ideally you just want to bring as many infinite stackers as possible. And then when you get to like a certain boss, like the Super Saiyan Goku, I'm assuming you mean like he's the one from like the physical trio from the World Ride, right? The Super Punch Goku. So he supers for 13 million damage. So you just need to make sure that you have a character that has 13 million or more defense. And one of the things you can do if you're running the LR Super Saiyan 4s, the trick that people do a lot for Festival is you fuse them into Gogeta so you get the Scouter and you can see where the super is. Then you close the app and reopen it and then select to continue. And then you haven't fused the Super Saiyan 4s, but the super attack is still in the same place. So then you can just put somebody else in, like, then you know where the super is. And then you just make sure you put one of your units that has 13 million defense where the super is. Or, obviously, they don't have to have 13 million defense. They could have, you know, 7 million defense and 50% damage reduction. But, yeah, a unit that can, a unit that you know will tank the super. You can use the Scouter, like, trick thing to know where the enemy super attack is going to be. And then make sure you put a unit that can actually tank the super where the super is. Because, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Every time I mean, I've only done it for the missions, right? Because I hate the event. I don't play it, like, for fun. But every time I've completed the event, I have done the Scouter fishing from stage, like... Who's the first guy that can actually one-shot you? Is... Tech UI Goku, because up until that point, people only do up to like 6 million damage supers, and by the time you get to like those characters, you should have 6 million defense anyway. By the time you get to Tech UI Goku, and he hits for 11.5 million, I basically just scout a fish like every single turn from that point, which makes the fight take even longer to do. But I'm not going to spend over 2 hours getting to the end of an event and then not scout a fish just cause and then die and then have to go all the way back to the beginning like 2 hours ago, especially for the missions. But yeah, Festival is crazy. I'm glad we didn't get Festival 2 or Carnival of Battles or whatever it was going to be called. I'm glad we didn't get that during the anniversary. But anyway, that is going to be it for the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate you coming out. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Check out the link for the second channel. It's pinned in the chat. We'll be playing some more Resident Evil 9 later tonight. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. We should be finishing off the Insanity difficulty playthrough. So that should be fun. Because, yeah, we're fairly close to the end. So I should, judging by how long I know the rest of the game is, I should be able to finish it tonight. So that'll be good. Get the hardest difficulty completed. And then, yeah, there's still a couple of other challenges I need to wrap up doing. And then potentially be on to something else. So do check out the second channel. It's just where I do all of my non-Dokkan stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. Appreciate you all coming out. Like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.